Hello everyone, especially whom is interested in art, life and culture. In this video, I wanted to share my house gallery Mac about his opinion about my art and the meaning of them, and additionally I add some explanation as well.
So this is the one I chose for the flyer, and there were several things about it that I was attracted to. First of all, I just love this very strong female image, and it reminded me actually of you. And I was wondering, I wonder if this is a little bit of a self-portrait, but it's also not so specifically you, that it's more symbolic of women in general. And I got a feeling from this that all of this in the background is what's in your head, right? So this is all just things going on. There's love, there's chaos, there's organization. It's what people's heads look like. And I loved the colors. And so I thought this would be a good representation really of you and your style. And it was just a very direct, looking straight at us kind of image, and I loved it. So that's why I chose that one for the flyer.
Good, thank you.
So these two also made a big impression on me. This one because there's your style here, and this is a familiar image that we see in many of your pieces, but it's also married with a background image that's very different in style, and it suggests to me that there's a story here. I don't know what the story is, so I'm really anxious to learn about that from you. But it tells me a story, and it speaks to me. And this one, I have a feeling that this particular bird image has great meaning, and I'm not sure what it is. So again, I'm really anxious to hear you talk a little bit about the symbolism and the meanings in your work. Because I think that it will teach us a lot about your culture, about what drives you as a person, and what gives you the strength that you have, that you just exude that strength. So that's these two images. I think all your images are filled with really interesting symbolism that I'm anxious to hear about. But these were really strong for me somehow. This idea about yourself as an artist who isn't just doing art for art's sake, but that's always kind of a disconnect, right? How do you make art a business? How do you make that profitable? How do you get your art seen and out there to the public? And so I think what's missing with a lot of artists is that there's that disconnect where I'm just doing this art, I love it, it's fun, it's wonderful, it looks great, but they don't really know how to promote their work, and they don't think of ideas about how to get it out there to the public, where you're doing social media, you're thinking about how can I make this art more accessible to the people who are coming to this event? And so I think that's a very important component about how do you become an artist and make a living at it? You have to have a business sense about it, and a lot of artists don't. So I think you have something unique going on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I try to show the woman with the very complicated mind. You saw the curve here, so many curve with the red and yellow color, and it's to show some of this curve going to show the suffrage symbol as well. In so many of my painting in this gallery, you can saw the symbol of women, symbol of the bird, symbol of the trees, and symbol of the sun with together. Because I try to put this symbol with together and create the new meaning of that. In this package, you can saw that there so many symbol of suffrage that I told you is a symbol of everlasting life. It's a symbol of various of the trees in Iranian culture. But here you can saw the symbol of the bird here, that is I designed it based on the ancient design from 1500 years ago, and the trees as well. Trees have a blossom because it shows that the life is continue with the woman and with the sun, the power of love and power. It's really amazing that the sun could be add these two a strong meaning, love and power with together. And it's really awesome that in Iranian culture, sun always a lady, and we call her as a lady. And because the woman in Iranian culture is the root and base of the life, based on the love and based of the power of the life. It is another painting that I wanted to explain about that. It's so similar to another one with the woman and yellow bird and the sun and the bird, sorry, that I mentioned before. But in this composition, it's have a more meaning of that, because you saw that the bird is a symbol of the mythological bird in Iran that we called it Simurg. Simurg is a symbol of knowledge, and because of that I use the yellow color mostly for her. And you saw that she looked like to the sun, because the sun is a symbol of knowledge as well. And in the Iranian culture, light is the symbol of knowledge, and even a person have so much information and is a really good have a really good mouth. We call that he or she shining. And look at here with the woman dressed in the red, because red is a symbol of love as well, as I told you, and carrying another bird as well. I hope you enjoy this meaning. Thank you so much for your attention and for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel for more explanation about the art and art history, especially symbolic meaning from Iranian art and culture. Please join us in Mercer Island, the Island House, and share with me your comment about my painting. Thank you so much. Next reception could be in August 23 from 5 to 6:30. Thank you again for MAC for our hosting.